Am I in my Christmas jammies? Yeah. Do I know why? No. But let's keep the early Christmas spirit in, because everybody loves that. It's super cold out, as you can see, and very grey. I actually didn't want to come out of my jammies, but that's not a problem because I'm all alone in this hangar, so nobody will see me anyway. Except for everybody on YouTube. I'll be taking you guys through a week in the life of a car enthusiast as a girl, because I refuse to use the term car girl. So let's see what crosses our path this week, because that's actually something I don't know. And this will be a surprise for me as well. I have no planning, I have no nothing. So we'll see what this week brings us. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited too. It's Tuesday 1:30 right now. I forgot to film yesterday, so we skip Monday, I guess. I have this van right here. I have to clean and polish a bit. So that's the first thing the week brings us. Let's check up on this van if it's like really dirty or anything. Here's the E36 still, because I didn't have any pictures to like visualize something or how dirty this van is. Let's check, I guess. Yeah, it's close. Let's try that again. Alright. This is the inside of the van. It's dirty, but it's not that it's like unreasonable or anything. I think the whole interior will take like around 2 hours and a half, 3 hours, but we'll see how far I get today. And this is the side I have to polish. There are scratches all over this side. I don't know the story behind it or how this happened, but let's get into it, I guess. Feels like I climbed Mount Everest. Isn't this supposed to pop out? Oh. Oh. No. Hello? What? Oh, I got it. Like a fool to me. This handbrake is really something else. Alright. I hope my phone doesn't fall. It's obviously gonna fall. Oh shit! Don't not decoupled, right? Oh. What? Ah. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Coming through the sky. Little Einstein. The van is on its place. Let's get the equipment I need. Also, the trash that comes out of these cars and out of these vans is always insane. Like, come on now. It's a work van, so all spots like this are not removable anymore. But further than that, I did my best. In my opinion, this looks quite clean. This is not something I would call detailing. It's more of just like cleaning a van or cleaning a car in a more time-consuming way. So one thing left to do for this van, that is polishing these scratches. I hope this comes out quite easily, but we will see in a minute. All the scratches are gone, but they were very slightly as well, so I think I did quite a good job. Excuseer? Wat doe jij hier? You're lucky I have a good heart, because otherwise you would have already been dead. I would really like to make my E36 a drift car instead of selling this car, because then I still get some fun out of it. Yeah, I think that'll be the best idea for this E36. If you have any suggestions, oh, die volgende. Ja, oké, man down. Yeah. If you have any recommendations about bumpers or kits or so on, please let me know, because I have literally no clue or idea what is going on in this whole car drift scene, E36 kind of thing. So if you have any ideas or you would have a suggestion for me that I can put something on my car, I am open to try that. You're just gonna have to let me know. And now I am heading my way home, so I'll see you there. I am home now. The only difference is that it's not Tuesday anymore. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Because I didn't have enough time to finish what I wanted to film yesterday. So here I am, back again. Still in my Christmas jammies, as you can see. I have my laptop with me, which means we are gonna do some searching on the internet. As I said previously, I wanted to make my E36 a drift build, so we're gonna look up today everything I need for that build and the prices of that. I already feel a bankruptcy coming. Anyhow, let's get started. I already made a list of basically everything I think I need for this drift build. So I'm starting off with the Wise Fab, what is very crucial. Let's check on the prices of that. Wise Fab E36. No connection, nice. Excuse me? Why is that 1,500 euros? Anyway, it is what it is, I guess. So 1,500. Then I think it's also very crucial to switch my brake drums into brake discs, because these brake drums don't do shit. So I have to switch them to brakes. Alright, so a brake disc kit with all including the brake pads and so on is 175. I think this is quite reasonable. The next thing on my list is weight reduction. So that doesn't cost me a thing, which is a good thing, of course. So I will have to get the whole interior out. Back seats, door panels, passenger seat, and everything else I can't think of right now. And we need bucket seats. As I'm seeing here, it's 200 to around 300 euros. I put engine swap on my list, but that's not something I will do in a short period of time. If I get the hang of this drift thing and I can maybe go to events and so on, then I would consider engine swapping my E36, but that's not something for now, so I'll be getting that off the list. Next up is a roll cage, because I want to be safe, first of all. Second of all, it looks cool. Well, these are also quite expensive, I see. You have ones for 1,500 as well, and ones for 630. Why is everything so expensive? Welcome to the car scene, I guess, where you will be bankrupt before you even buy anything. You're welcome. My E36 is heating pretty quickly, so I want to have better coolant, because my car will otherwise just kill himself, probably. So what do I need for better coolant? Because I absolutely have no knowledge for that. So that's on you guys to let me know what I have to do on my E36 to get better coolant. I will also have to weld my differential as well, but that's something we have in the hangar, so I can do that by myself. So that's already a free thing. But then I would really like to have this drift bumper with like a jack stand in the middle, so you can get the car in the air at one point and you don't have to struggle the whole time with switching sides with your car jack and switching tires and so on. So that's actually a very practical thing. What's the price of that? Well, as I can see here, you can buy this adapter separate from your bumper, actually. That might be a cheaper option. That is a 120 euros, which brings us on a total of around 3,000 euros. But maybe if I look secondhand or on Marketplace or anything, I can buy parts for cheaper. Now at least I can visualize everything I need with the prices and so on. We are already one step ahead. Now with that being said, let's go check on my Suzuki. For those that aren't familiar with the Samurai, this is my Suzuki Samurai. I have this car for around 1.5 years, I think. It's standing right now at my house in my hangar, but we'll be moving it very soon to the other hangar, where I will have more access to like tools and so on to finish this car. But tomorrow I will be doing some work on this car right here, because I have a plan for it. I want to finish the most of it before it moves to the other hangar, so I can spray paint it and just make everything smooth and, you know, ready for next summer, so I can drive my cute mini Jeep on the road. But as it gets very early, very dark here in Belgium in winter time, I will have to do this tomorrow, because otherwise we won't be able to see anything. Like right now, I'm not even that visible. We will have to wait for tomorrow, so I'll see you guys in a minute. You know that meme where they say, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow arrives, and you still don't have the motivation? That's me right now. How are you doing? Anyway, I'm still at home. I'm still in my jammies, and it's Thursday. That means I have to get my hands on this Suzuki. I am in lack of a sanding machine, so I'm gonna have to do everything by hand. What a nightmare is this? Let me show you guys what I'm going to do today. There is not a straight line on this Suzuki. You have to fill everything up with filler and so on, which is actually not that good. But if you sand everything down on this car, you will see that there is so much weight on there from filler. I don't know what the previous owner did to this car, but I know it's not good. So it's basically now on me to fix this car. I already did quite a lot, but there is still a lot to go, as you you can see, I did the hood, the fender almost completely. Still needs a little bit work here. This whole piece still has to be done. The frame of the windshield also has to be done. Just a little bit of details. And if you look closely, you can see that this is also not straight even. So I did my best. I already did a lot, but it's not perfect, and I want everything to be straight and smooth and as close to perfect as it can be. So that's the thing that is going to take a lot of time, but the good thing is I have time. The interior is also very dirty, and that's something to be proud of. Like, how far can you let it go? I mean, this has gone a little bit too far, so I'm going to clean this as well. I bought this car from an elderly couple, as she told me that she stitched the seats herself, and I think she did quite a good job. Looks all fine to me. Anyway, I'm going to clean this afterwards, after the sanding is done. I'll have my glasses on so I don't see shit. Oh, okay. We should be able to finish this in like an hour or two. It is noon, 12 o'clock, so I'll see you guys in 2 hours at 2 p.m. I can't see. Oh. Ja. Buikwerk, jongens. We are 2 hours later, and I think my lungs are all white from the dust I breathed in. This just can't be healthy. But I don't have any face masks for these kind of jobs. This is how far I got in 2 hours. Can somebody tell me why it is so cold outside? The filler on this car is just way too thick. There is like no fast way of getting it off. Especially when I do this alone. This is something that takes lots and lots and lots of time. So I finished a little bit more of the whole underside here. Up to here it's already on the metal. Started over here and I stopped here because the height difference is just too much and I need to look for face masks. Because this just isn't healthy. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. I will probably be standing here again, cleaning the interior and just finishing a little bit more. Checking on parts that need to be replaced and looking up the prices for that as well. It looks like I've been out in the snow. Yeah. Good morning and good Saturday, my friends. I'm out of breath. I am on my morning run. I'm trying to make this a routine. It is rather challenging, I can tell you that. I'm trying to make a habit out of running in the morning and just taking some sprints in to start off the day good. And while it's weekend, it's the best timing to start this. After this, we're gonna take a look at the Honda Suzuki because I really want to get it to the Honda garage to read its ECU to the engine. And I know if that's actually the problem or not because I got my hands on the solenoid and now I maybe think that could be the problem as well. And if the ECU is not a problem, then I might think that could be the problem. But that's a cost of 700 euros, so I know what I work for. I'm gonna look up the parts for the Suzuki, so there's some progress in that car as well. Just trying to get all my cars on the road by next summer. So that's a challenge I am accepting to myself. Should be possible to finish that challenge, but we will see. We'll just take day by day. I have a good feeling about this. I should go running now. See you at home. Well, made it back home. Really thought I would have been dying on the spot because that was really torture. Anyhow, I am back home. I'm still breathing. So let's take a look at my beautiful Honda. Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they said, so to me he's still beautiful. I don't know if this is like the best idea, but to prevent rust, because I already sanded everything down and primered on this side, put wrap foil around this fender, prevent it from getting the rust again, but I don't know if this is like doing something. I suppose it does. It just calms my mind knowing that there's protection over there. And the same on this side. Kinda looks like a UFO right now, but yeah. So what I still have to do is get rid of all the rust you see here, and it's underneath everywhere. This is something typical on GDM cars. This car is from the UK, so that's a wet environment, which means a lot of rust, and I can speak out of experience. But I don't know if I will get rid of the rust myself or just get some company that does dry icing to get the rust off. I think that's what dry icing is mostly for. Get rid of all the dirt and the rust underneath. Don't know the prices of that, but it's very much needed, so not like I have a choice. Still, to get my car on a trailer to go to the garage, we need to fix whatever is going on here and on the other side. Plus, it's gonna need its 4 wheels back. And as clumsy as I am, as you can see, this is not the shape it used to have. That's on me not paying attention, so I have to get something to fix this, I guess. And there's no brake kit on here as well. So we're gonna have to assemble that. That's one of my tasks for today. Luckily, it's just one side. This one already has the brakes. The other ones, I actually don't know. I'll have to check on that. What in the frick is happening to this exhaust? I bought this with the car, thinking that it would fit properly, but look at this. It literally looks like... What the dog doing? I'm a little bit messy, so I don't actually know where I put all of the parts. Still got the brake discs, that's already a start. Where is the caliper and so on? Alright, got it. Brake pads. I know this is not the best brand, but it's just for inspection because I will put a big brake kit on this car later on, so it doesn't really matter. By the way, this is my little car studio, something where I will live in summer because in wintertime it's just too cold here. But I absolutely love this. Let me show you around. I have this E46 M3 GTR. This is amazing. I absolutely love this piece. I have this painting on my car. I have the RX-8 from Giselle Racing. I have the Porsche Carrera. This is something I found on the street and I thought it was a great quote. This is something I'm very proud of as well. Here's the E39 M5. Here's the E46. Why doesn't it have mirrors? What? Alright, something I didn't see before. This is the E46 M3 and this is the BMW M2. And then I got some stickers of the E36. I have this rug of the Honda, but it's not my Honda, but it comes close to what it's supposed to be. And then I have all these car magazines I absolutely love. In connections with magazines, I am making my own as well. And when I feel like I'm ready to bring that out, I will. But there will only be around 25 pieces, so you're gonna have to be fast. So that's a little spoiler of what's still to come. Then I'll be sleeping up here. So then this is the view from where I'm sleeping, where I'm waking up. We have the S2K there, we have the S2K on the table, we have the car magazines, we have the GTR. It's absolutely amazing. I love this. We have quick access to the Honda and we have quick access to the Suzuki as well. And then we still have this room right here. This is nothing much at the moment, just some storage. But I will make a very nice bathroom out of this so that I have like my own house and my own bathroom. And when I wake up, I have like very nice nature around me and the dogs. So yeah, I am ready for next summer. Brake pads are on. If you don't know how to switch your brake pads, I very highly suggest you just looking up a YouTube video of 3 minutes or some. I have a mustache. No, I'm not thinking what y'all were thinking. There are videos on YouTube for like 3 minutes and you perfectly know how to switch your brakes because that's maybe what I did. Right now the pads are still a little bit loose, but that should be normal because this guy, the caliper, has to clamp over it and then everything should be stuck and safe. This piston has to be pulled back to fit correctly over the brake pads and I'll do this with this tool. Just rotate this clockwise and it should pull back to fit correctly over the brake pads. Exactly like this, you just slam it on there, make sure it fits properly and that there's no space left in between. You just have to screw these two in the back still, you have 2 holes in here. This is properly adjusted now, as you can see there is no gaps in between, this is stuck on there, this is what you want. Normally now it's the time to put the wheels back on, but I'll wait until this weekend because then this car is going to the garage and I don't want to put extra weight on there because it's just standing on these little stands and I don't want to take any risk. Now that this is done, we can go back to the Samurai and see what kind of replacements it needs and also making a list with the expenses and so on. I'm gonna need the plastics for over here, Samurai emblems for over here, new rubbers because the previous guy just spray painted everything and this is supposed to be a black rubber. I think new window wipers will be a necessity as well. The rear lights I still have. You have the bumper over here and the black corner plastics goes over there. And the same for in the back over here. Because these are the original ones, but I spray painted it black and you can still see the damage through because I didn't fill that up or anything. And this just looks very rookie to me. Like, it's fine, but yeah, if you can buy these new, you probably should. I have a very good website for all these kinds of things and all these kinds of parts. I am lucky that the parts of these cars are ratherly cheap. That makes it also a little bit more fun if you don't have to look at the prices all the time. Anyhow, I'll put a list here with everything I need, the prices next to it. So if you own a Jeep or a Samurai as well, you can compare it to other websites or go check it out for yourself. We got invited to an illegal meeting this evening. Once again, don't know what to expect of it. I would say don't expect too much. I'll just crop some clips in that you can like catch the vibe. everybody, welcome to Sunday. Because it is Sunday, I won't be doing all too much, but I will clean up my Suzuki like I mentioned earlier in this video. So today is the day I will be doing that. In the meantime, while I clean my car, I will tell you guys a little bit more about myself. Kind of like a Q&A, but you don't get to decide what questions you'll ask. So let's clean my car while getting to know me. I'll do a real Q&A in the near future. So if you want to have a say in this, or if you have a question to ask, I suggest you check out my Instagram and follow me there so you can see it pass by on my story and then you can have a say in this. The link is in my bio, so make sure you don't miss out on anything. To those that don't know already, my name is Anke. I'm 19 years old. I am from Belgium. I have a very big passion for cars. As you can see, I suppose, and if you don't see it, then go get yourself some glasses or anything. I never graduated from school. I stopped in the last year, actually. Was that the smartest decision? Probably not, but who cares, you know? I was studying administration, and now I am a YouTuber. How the world works, right? I never had like a thing for school like the most of us probably do it. Not like that's anything special. So I quit that, and now I actually went for my dream, which is building a business, building a YouTube channel, and building just an independent income for myself. I'm just saying, if you are in school and you have this dream you want to pursue, just do that. I'm not saying you have to push your studies aside or anything, but if you have this dream in your head, you must go after it. Just remember that you have that dream in your head for a reason, so go after that. If that's in school or aside from school, it doesn't matter. And this is where Driven by Dreams was made. Further than that, I have a very big passion for art as well. I love painting, I love drawing, I love everything involved with art. But don't put a banana peel on the wall and sell it for like millions. But you know, sophisticated art where you really have to have talent for that. I just love to see things, if that's art or a YouTube channel or something else, that you can see the passion in it and that you can see that they put the work in. I just love to see that because people created that, and I think that's beautiful because we all share the same human-like experiences, but we all have a different brain, so that means a different outcome, and I think that's very beautiful. I don't have lots and lots of friends, but that's okay because at the end of the day, the only person you have to have is yourself. Even if you want to be popular or famous, not everybody around you is going to be your friend. So my advice is keep your circle small. Just go with the flow, you know? I had my own detailing service for quite a long time, but I quit that job because it just wasn't anything for me. A lot of people are doing this job, and the competition in that job was just like a little bit too big for me. I didn't have the right equipment, I didn't have the money for the right equipment, so I just quit that, and now I am over here making YouTube videos. But if there are clients from in the past and they ask like, hey, do you want to clean my car? I still say yes, I still do that job, but it's not like my work anymore. Is there anything you guys like to see on my YouTube channel or like to see again on my YouTube channel? Please send me a DM or put it in the comments because I want you to have a say in this. So that's already a little bit about myself. The car isn't really that dirty, but it's just really dusty and crusty, and a lot of spiders are probably living in here, and those creatures I do not want in my car. I have like an industrial vacuum cleaner, but I don't have it with me right now. It's in the hanger, so when the car goes to the hanger, I'll clean it a little bit more into detail. As long as the dust is already coming off, that's already a big one. A fun fact about the Suzuki, if you want to open up the hood, it is in here. And if you pull this button, the hood pops up. This is what's underneath the hood. It's nothing special, it's just a 4-cylinder gasoline. I don't know, 1.4 or anything. It's dusty, it obviously needs cleaning as well, but that's because of the sanding, and it's gonna need its maintenance and like getting the engine a little bit less dry because this looks not so good. So that'll be it for today's video. I hope you liked it a bit. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for supporting me, I really appreciate that, and as always, I hope I see you in my next video. Ciao.